International Monetary Fund, or IMF, says the Philippine economy is performing well, but expects growth to fall below the government's target. IMF Mission Chief for the Philippines, Louis Brewer, says the fund expects the country's gross domestic product, or GDP, to expand by 6.7% in 2018 and 2019. The forecast is just 0.3 percentage points shy of the government's 7% to 8% goal set for 2018 and until the end of President Rodrigo Duterte's term in 2022. It also warns of increasing near-term risks like inflation and external factors that could pose uncertainty. The IMF is now expecting 2018 average inflation to clock in at 4.7%, slightly above its previous forecast of 4.2%. The figure exceeds the 2% to 4% target set by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP. Inflation jumped to 5.2% in June, bringing the average to 4.3% in the first half of the year. Brewer attributes the spike to higher global oil prices, the weakness of the peso, and the excise taxes under the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion, or TRAIN law. Facebook shares plunged as much as 22% Wednesday after it reported weaker than expected user growth that could be attributed to a series of scandals on data privacy. Monthly active users rose 11% to 2.23 billion, below most estimates of 2.25 billion, while daily active users grew a weaker than expected 11% to 1.47 billion. Founder Mark Zuckerberg says Facebook lost around 1 million users in Europe after the implementation of new EU data protection rules. Profit was up 31% in the second quarter at $5.1 billion. Revenues rose 42% to $13.2 billion, slightly below most forecasts. However, research firm eMarketer says Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, is making up for some of the slowdown in growth at the social network and will generate $8.06 billion in worldwide ad revenue this year. International astronomers say a massive underground lake is detected for the first time on Mars. This raises the possibility that more water and maybe even life exists there. This was discovered through radar instruments on board the European Space Agency's Mars Express orbiter. A report from the Science Journal says the lake is located under a layer of Martian ice and 20 kilometers wide, the largest body of liquid water ever found on the red planet. Whether microbial forms of life lie within is a matter of debate. Some experts are skeptical of the possibility since the lake is so cold and briny and mixed with a heavy dose of dissolved Martian salts and minerals. The temperature is likely below the freezing point of pure water.